Yes, hello tankers of Blitz universe, and upon saying this I realize I have to rephrase this. Welcome tankers of WoT universe, World of Tanks universe. As you can see, we have ventured onto PS4, onto console. For those of you who are already starting to worry about me leaving Blitz, I will not leave Blitz. I will play Blitz as new maps and lines and Warhammer tanks will be in there. But I visited Tank Fest, as I have covered on the channel before, and I decided to buy a PS4. This is a gameplay shot on PS4. It's the Sherman Fury, which was released on console as well, or more or less released again, as it has been on Blitz. And long-time followers of the channel already know that I am a big fan of everything M4 Sherman, so I decided to buy. This is actually the first game I did on console, and I'm having a really good time over here. I was not bored with Blitz, I was not getting fed up with Blitz as some other people may have been, but I was looking for something different. I've been playing Blitz for just shy of 3 years and I needed some refreshment. Decided to try World of Tanks on my laptop. It didn't really work out, so I decided to go onto PS4 after playing a few games and truly noobing out. After playing a few games on Tankfest on a PS4, and this has been really big fun. And this video has two purposes, or maybe 3 or 4. It's to highlight the key differences and the comparison between World of Tanks on console and World of Tanks Blitz, and is to show off some of the games I did, 2 of them in the Fury, and also to take you a bit onto my journey on playing console, because yeah, it's the same game and it is a different game altogether. That's the funny thing about it, really. It's of course about shooting tanks and killing red tanks. Most of the lines that are in Blitz, or I should say all of the lines that are in Blitz, are on console as well. Console has a fair few more lines. Of course there's artillery on a console, that's why there are a few square icons on top of the list, as you can see. There's another artillery. We are able to shoot him. There we go, one shot into him. And as you can see on top of the right screen, your battle ribbons are already recorded. I have spotted 3 tanks so far. I have had 2 critical hits, a few penetrations, and have killed 2 tanks. Key differences are obviously the size of the teams. It's 15 versus 15. The maps are big. They are really big. There's only one map in the game which is pretty similar, Mines. That was really helpful in a few of the games, because all of the positions on the Blitz map are there on the console map as well. And that was the big thing that really got me in these games, map knowledge. I didn't know lines of sight, I didn't know things about view range, about alpha damage, about hit points of the tank. You can see 774 on a tier 6 medium on Fury. That's less than it has on Blitz, and that means you can easily get one-shotted by an SU ISU 152. It has different matchmaking here on console. You get to fight tier 8 tanks again if you are driving a tier 6 tank. The difference between Blitz and console also is that from bottom tier up you already fight a few tanks higher. That means an M3 Lee at tier 4 does see tier 6 tanks. It didn't see it on Blitz when it had +2, -2 matchmaking, and now it's completely different. That means the Fury does see tier 8 tanks like an IS-3, like the KV-4, like the Tiger II, and tanks really have to play more in their respective roles. That means mediums have to flank. I'm flanking around here, being a very cheeky bastard, obviously. This is an encounter battle. We are used to that on Blitz. I had a few games where people were playing a lot of console stuff, obviously, or apparently, and they, well, didn't look to be used to encounter because they completely ignored caps, and I got around and drove up the hill on Himmelsdorf and just parked myself up there and managed to get the cap sorted. But there are other modes as well. The standard battle has 2 spawn points for green team and for red team, and you will win the game by killing all the reds or capturing their base. I would love to have that type of game into Blitz as well. It has an assault mode where one team has to defend a position or kill all the tanks available of the red team. That's a good thing too. I would love to have that available on Blitz. It would be a sort of supremacy-ish game, but not quite so much, a bit different. But yeah, like I said, map knowledge was the big thing that really got me into losing games. Of course, I was a big nub driving around, getting used to a left stick on a PS4, a dual shock controller, and then a right stick, and then I had to zoom in. And for the first few games, I didn't even realize I could zoom in all the way. And getting rid of those nasty blitz habits is what really had to be done. Driving around, shooting on the move, that's far less successful on console than it is on Blitz. So yeah, that's what you have to get used to, really. As said, it was the first game I did on a Fury, 1775 damage in total, 383 spotted, 18 penetrations, 6 kills, 3 detected, second class, first Top Gun medal. I was thinking, well, this is looking to be a very enjoyable experience playing here on a console. Even got myself a small little high caliber medal. So all in all, not too bad for a first game in a tier 6 medium tank. I have bought the Cromwell as well and the M4A1 Revelori C, also known as Ravioli. That one is a hard tank to play if you are new to the game and you don't know the maps, because it's basically a tier 5 tank with a very big gun that sees tier 10 tanks. So that has to be played in second line in the back, and I'm not used to that. The second game on this video, however, is me driving the Fury again. As you can see, I'm in platoon from the top of the list. We have 2 yellow icons over there. I'm in platoon with my good mate Zoshin from Emperor's Clan from Blitz. We have ventured onto World of Tanks console on PS4 as well. There's a small clan, only 3 of us. Penguin Killer is in there as well. That's 3 of us on PS4, and there's a few guys from Emperor's Clan who are on Xbox. And that's one difference between Blitz and console as well. The queues are separate. People on PS4 play against other people on PS4, people on an Xbox play against people on an Xbox, whereas on Blitz, where you have a unified queue of iOS and, if you have that box unticked, against Windows 10 on a PC or a laptop or a Mac or Android, all players play Blitz. So that's a difference as well. One big thing which is a difference, and that is in favor of console, is the fact that you can get your entire garage into another server. I have a fair few tanks on EU, or I should say I have them in my garage, and I can take all those things onto NA if I want to. I can't do that on Blitz. I need to regrind all the tanks, obviously. So it's easier to play on a different server on console if you want to, than it is on Blitz. In the meantime, we are again using tanks in a role as intended. We are flanking around. You could see I was not moving in very aggressively once the first tanks were spotted. That's something you can do on Blitz, you can't do it on console. Period, really. You just die very quickly. So spotting is a far more important job to do than it is on Blitz. I've spotted only 1 tank so far. I've got 2 assistance ribbons. That's all being well and good. There's an IU over there. That's a big tank. Can I shoot him? No, I'm trying to lock onto him. Not available. But there's only the IU spotted, and there was a T-29 still there, and I haven't seen anybody of the red team. They have a 5U platoon players as well, so I'm using the rock, just driving around. I'm slightly used to this map now, Thief 4 Ridge. There's another tank destroyer over there, can't shoot him. I do lock on, but I have to take this one out together with Michel, hopefully. So we roll in on the T-20 now. That one bounces. You could see the shell ricochet off. I can put one through his front and then drive around, making his turret turn. Spot a target hit again, but just as we fire upon him, he gets taken out by our T-28. So thank you very much, Tank Destroyer, for helping us out. Next one to clean up is this ISU-152. And Michel moves in. So Schön, he thought he was down and into cover well enough, but apparently he wasn't because he's killed. I managed to roll in onto this ISU, and this was one of the first times when I figured, well, okay, I've got my controls sorted slightly. I'm out of sniper mode, as you can see. Auto aiming, I know I can go through the sides, and I know I have him on the reload as long as I can keep to his sides and to his back. I'm a bit worried about the T-28 still, but I do take out the ISU. I know where the T-28 is by or large, so yes, he's there. There's a T-150 there as well. Take a quick shot, but that one doesn't hit. So we stop, unlock the target again, and let's see if we can take out another tank. I'm a bit wary of that artillery over there, so I'm using the hull. T-28 is out of unspotted again, so that means I'm unspotted again as well. And then we go on to the T-28 Proto through its front plate. Luckily, I have switched to APCR. Another difference between console and Blitz is that you have to reload completely if you switch to premium ammo. I think it's a good thing. It can give you some nasty surprises if you know you can't pen a tank and then you have to reload again. But all the weak spots are there as well. You can see as I move in on sniper mode, there are no hit skins. That little circle in the middle gives you an indication of whether you will be able to pen him or not. But that little circle doesn't take any angling into account, so it shows you the possibility of penetrating the tank as if you were hitting it at a 90-degree angle. So for now I've sped up part of this video. Obviously I am still holding the flank. I am well, 2 shots for being killed if I am facing tier 6 or tier 7 tanks, 1 shot for arty probably, 1 shot for a tier 8 tank. And I'm pondering my options here. I'm thinking, well, shall I go towards the base? Let's keep it on the flank. Our OHO is killed, Japanese tier 7 heavy, 6 heavy, I don't know, Japanese heavy. And I'm spotting the S-51, the Red's artillery tank. And I want to take him out. Completely forgetting, okay, I have to stay here, I have to go into sniper mode. Bit unlucky here with the shots. They are just about hitting him here, tracking him. That one goes just over the top and he's driving away, and as you can see he hasn't got a monumental amount of hit points. It's not apparent from that bar, but I want to take him out. So again, I'm pondering my options here. Take a look at how many tanks we've taken out and on how many tanks Reds have taken out. But I want to go in on him, stopping again, aiming on the top of his gun shield, letting the reticle shrink down. That one goes over the top, and I'm happy to put one into him. Now I'm driving forward. No, I'm not. Putting another quick one in, and then I'm driving forward. I know about now that he has 2 shots from me left before I can kill him, and I have to take him out. I'm detected. This crew didn't have 6 cents fitted yet. So you don't know when you're spotted or not. You have to guess it, count to 10, etc. Check tanks you are spotted, and if they drop off the radar, then you know you're unspotted as well. But you do know when tanks are looking at you or when they have locked onto you, and that's when you get this little exclamation mark over there, bleep bleep, detected, and that means that you are spotted. I was swapping to swindle rounds to skill rounds, APCL not really needed, but I wanted to make the kill just to be sure he was down. And here we go again on towards a small hill, taking a look at the map. Am I spotting tanks? Am I not spotting tanks? Still on APCR, I forgot to reload really. And I'm just being patient here, because everything in the game is bigger. The teams are bigger, the maps are bigger, and so is the time. You have 50 minutes to go, so there's no need to just YOLO in like a mother buzzer and get killed. But what you do have to do is really get out. I managed to track, or at least damage the tracks of the T-29, but you can see I'm on critical hit points now. I have under 200 of them left, so I have to roll away. I've locked onto him so I know where he is. Taking a look at the map, then slightly hugging the hill over here, so that means I am protected. You can see his shot completely missing me. Thank you very much. And I'm buggering off like a true little coward. Because we have a few heavies left, but they have barely left the spawn. Except for one over here. Reds have 3 heavies left and a medium tank. There's a KV-4 and a Czech medium tank, I think, approaching towards our spawn. So that's why I am running away over here, trying to get shots in on those tanks. And because there isn't really much happening on this bit of the video, I've sped it up again. The TVZ gets taken out, the KV-4 gets taken out, and it leaves just the IS-3 and the T-29 left. And the clock is starting to worry me a bit, but I'm again going on a flank. I'm going back to my original position. I want to get them into a crossfire. I have 2 APCR rounds left, 20 or so AP, no HE loaded. Doesn't really, I don't really care about it. It's a skinny looking 76mm round, so it won't do much damage at all. I won't probably be able to reset the cap, and as in the beginning I'm pondering my options. Can I go into the cap or not? I will probably be able to go to the cap without getting spotted, but if I went into the cap, then I would alert him to my presence, because there's a siren going off and wee and everybody knows where I am. And yeah, I wasn't really keen on driving there and then getting hammered by an IS-3 or a T-29, because I'm a one-shot, and I think we would lose the game or it would end in a draw. So I'm buggering off again into hilled terrain where I can use the gun depression, take a look around over edges, etc. And I think I'm respotting at least one of them now. And I am thinking that I am respotting them because I get some more assistance rounds over here. There we go, spotted targeted, thank you very much. And we can now, yeah, roll in really, because the T-29 is shot again. And I have him now, there it is, and the weak points are still the same as it is on Blitz, so they are the same as they are on console. That means I can bend that lower plate of a T-29 if it's not fully angled. And I know I have a shot at an easy Easy 8 has a shot at an IS-3 if you can get through the sides with AP, but you have to be very lucky. I know he's a one shot for me now. Can we get a nice little lovely Top Gun? Yes we can, thank you very much. And as you can hear, I was very pleased with that, because we killed a fair few higher tier tanks. We got our first Oskins medal, 1.7k damage, 1.3k assisted, again 18 penetration and 6 destroyed. Not much in that regard, but yeah, I was pretty happy with this result, because it was I had to work hard for it, rethink my game plan, rethink the way I was doing. So if you want to, yeah, have a refreshing change, play something tankish in the same style as Blitz, do take a look at WoT Console. I'll be covering some more on the channel in the future. I won't abandon Blitz, but Load Aim Fire will continue as a WoT Console and Blitz channel. Cheers for now, lads, ladies. I catch you all on the next one. Happy tanking.